Hello. So I thought today I'm going to make a big platter and I'm going to make it as an ode to my garden, because I don't think I've ever been so grateful to have a garden and that the sun is shining and that I've got my pets and that they're lovely and furry and keeping me happy, apart from George. George is not furry, George is scaly, but you'll get to meet them all today. So here it is. Here is going to be my ode to my garden. Hope you enjoy. Bye. Okay, so I've arranged the things from my garden into sort of sections. So over here we have edibles, like little bits of rhubarb, some raspberry leaves, mint, lots of chives. Over here I've got leaves from my garden in the front, so a big lily leaf, which I think will look really nice in the middle, and some conifers. There's ivy and weeds. And they're not in flower at the moment, but my favourite flower is the grape hyacinth, and they were my nanny's favourite flower and she had lots of them in her garden, so I've got some seed pods of those and some of their leaves, and then my camellia, my magnolia, a few bushes, and then very important for my garden, dandelions, because we have tortoises and guinea pigs and that's their favourites, so I don't tend to pull them out, I just pick them as and when I feel like treating the guys. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about it. I haven't made up a plan in my mind, but I don't want stalks if I can avoid it, because they tend to stick in and spoil the texture of the place. So I'm going to remove that. I think I'm going to go for the lily leaf right in the middle. I think that'll look quite cool. And then maybe some conifer around the edge. Sort of thirds. You want to make sure when you're putting your leaves down that you're putting down the side that has got the most definition in it. So with these mint leaves, you want that really lovely rough side going down. So I think I'm going to make my herb gardeny bit sort of here. So I'm going to place my herbs there. And my chives. It doesn't matter if you overlap things. And it doesn't matter if they blow around a bit. That's, you know, it's part of a garden, isn't it? That's what happens in a garden. Things move around. So I'm going to put that one over there. Where shall I go next? So if I'm putting herbs down there, I'll put some rhubarb leaves up here, I think. Raspberry leaves, and maybe the rhubarb near it. Some more bits here. Now with the ivy, I'm going to pull off individual leaves, I think. Now, ivy doesn't tend to give a particularly good pattern, unfortunately, because as much as they look great, their veins don't show terribly well. Hey ho. So I've got some ivy on. And the grape hyacinths, I think, can go up here. They can be coming out of the top of the lily leaf. With some of their leaves. Make sure they're up the right way though, eh, Joy? No, they don't look right there. I'm going to put them down. Ooh, lost a leaf. Never mind. Put the grape hyacinths down there. That's better. I'm going to move that so that it frames it more like that. Yeah, I'm happy with that now. The flowers. So with these, you want all these little patterns. So you can either do them upside down, or there's the other good way, if you cut them in half, like that, and then you can put them on that way up and you'll be able to see all the seed pods. And this has got a big stick with it, so I'm going to remove that. Put that there. I think we'll get rid of that bit. Put that there. Some leaves around it. Bit of that one there. Now these dandelions are all quite big, which is a bit annoying. I don't want them particularly huge. That one, no, I think one's enough. A couple of these just flaked around because they are all over my garden. I love this little weed. And I'm not sure it's a weed, but a friend gave me a load of them. A plant years ago, and they've been cropping up ever since. And this is a little seed pod from one of my hydrangeas, so I think I'm going to put that there. Maybe there. And let's see. A few more of these leaves. No, I definitely need that leaf somewhere. I'll put that there. Right, and then I'm going to very gently roll these in. So I'm going to start in the middle. And I'm not rolling as one big roll. I'm sort of putting it on and lifting it up and giving it a jiggle so that they gently go into place. That way everything's going to stay where you want it instead of flying away. These ones are the most tricky. Anything that's got sort of any thickness to it is the most difficult to roll into the clay. It's going in. Don't worry if any bits pop up. Oh, don't particularly want that to squidge though, so I'm going to go across it. And then once they're all in place, that's when you can do a bit of that. Now, for me, it's not just the plants in my garden that are important, it is the animals. So I'm going to collect some of my animals so that we can put their footprints in. Okay. Right. So this is George. Say hi, George. Doesn't want me to pick him up like that. I'm going to put you back in a second, George, but I want your footprint. So we're just going to wiggle George's leg there for a minute. Oh, that's nice, George. Thank you. So that we know you've been here. Let's do the other foot. It's like, what are you doing? Good. Okay, this is Ned. Ned likes to climb on this table all the time, but not, of course, if you actually want him to. So I'm going to put your paw on Ned. So squidge Neddy's paw. Good boy, that'll do. Thank you. Yes. Yes, that was fun, wasn't it? Good boy. Right, Nelly, I'm going to do yours. Come on, Nelly. Come here. Oh, okay. Nelly's rolled over onto the floor. She doesn't want to join in. Okay, I'm going to get a guinea pig. Okay, this is Pumpkin. Say hi, Pumpkin. Hello. I'm not really a pumpkin. I'm a guinea pig. So, I'm going to put your paws on here, Pumpkin. Wee. So, oh, you're not going to cooperate. Should we try a back paw? Oh, who's got a fat belly? Good girl. Good girl. Oh, that's lovely. Should we do the other one? No, we've got wise to that, have we? Would you like a dandelion? Like a dandelion. Okay. Ned would like a dandelion. Right. Bye-bye. Right, so as you can see, I've pulled all the leaves out. Some bits are absolutely glorious. There's a few bits that won't come out, but that doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do now is just smooth around my edge a bit. of those edges. Can't do a huge amount when it's wet of the smoothing. That kind of comes when it's all a bit drier. And then when I fired it, I'm going, oh, that's lovely. And then when I fired it, I'm going to put some oxides and some glazes into all those lovely bits. And I show you the tortoise feet. Look at that, that's just glorious. And you can see all the little edges on that leaf. How lovely is that? Now, to give you an idea of what it'll look like when it's finished, I have a lovely pot here which I did a few years ago, which is not showing great in the sun, so in the shade, so I'm going to move to them. Neddy, quiet! So, no, that's even worse. Oh, here we go. Right, so you can see that this one I actually made at Powderham Castle, and I gathered all the things around me that were there at Powderham Castle. So this has made a lovely bowl. There's lots of beautiful flowers in there if I try and get a close up. So again, a lot of these are weeds, but they look nice. And these are really lovely honeysuckles that were hanging off Anna Fitzgerald's plants workshop. So that's the inside of this bowl. And then this is the outside. It's got vines all around the edge. So you can see all. Right, so that's it for today. I'm going to leave you with this beautiful little tortoise footprint. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, stick the like button, please subscribe, stay home, stay safe. Thank you, bye.